Yo, this is my first clip on the Canon R6V. So if you're new here, my name is Tone Ross, and I run a music and media production company in the Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland area. And I'm shooting anything from my rehearsals when I'm working on a choir rehearsal or production that's getting ready to come up, or working with clients on photo and video work. So I have been a Canon user for so long that I just can't even remember like when I first started. But currently I'm working with an R5 Mark II. I work with an R3, I have the C50, and up until recently I had the R6 Mark III. But now I traded that in for the R6V, and here's why. So here's the real. I use the Canon R5 Mark II for mostly all of my photography work, whether that's in the studio or outdoor photo shoots. All of my photography stuff is with the R5 Mark II. Now the Canon R3 is my event beast of a camera. It's great in low light, doesn't overheat, and I can switch from photo and video really fast, use a flash with it. It shoots beautiful oversampled 6K. So that's the camera that I use for all of my events, whether it's concerts or parties or bar mitzvahs or galas, anything like that. And what I was using the R6 Mark III for was my personal content, whether that's behind the scenes of a rehearsal, behind the scenes of a photo shoot, both photo and video, all things. But I noticed that when I would run the R6 Mark III for, let's just say 45 minutes when I'm teaching a song or preparing a choir for a performance, it would just overheat no matter which 4K setting I had it in. And so I wanted to try out the R6V because all of the reviews that I saw on it basically said this camera does not overheat, it has the active cooling, and it's similar to the C50, which I've already owned and am really in love with. And so first impressions of the Canon R6V is that it's super lightweight. It reminds me of when I had the Canon R8 maybe about a year or two ago. The camera is super lightweight, so easy to use in and out of a bag, really great for on-the-go content and everyday, just like an everyday EDC camera. And the only problem I had with it was the battery life. So this camera being so small and so light and having a full-size, regular mirrorless DSLR battery from Canon is a game changer. So the thinness, the lightness of it, the simplicity of it, not having a viewfinder is really easy, and I'm really looking forward to using this camera for all of my content going forward, and especially videos like this. Okay, so right now you are looking at the Canon R6V, and I've got the Sigma 10-18 on here with a KNF Concept ND filter just to kind of give me a little bit of a bloom, and since the sun is shining bright and everything like that, just to maintain my cinematic settings, if you will. So that's the setup that we're looking at right now. I'm about to get my boy 13 Media out here and kind of get his first impressions of the camera. Let's see what he thinks. All right, guys, so I got my boy 13 Media here from Miami, Florida, and he's here to help me out, man. Coming to the frame, bro. What up? His Instagram will be right down in this area right here. But he's got the Canon R6V in his hands right now. And I just want to get your first impressions. What do you think of it?
Yeah.
You're a Canon shooter.
Yeah.
Right.
So right off the bat, the weight is insane. So it feels, I wish y'all could feel this right now, but it's super light, even with the attachments that it has on it, even with the battery that it comes in it, right? The lens that we tried out the other day too, it just feels like it's twice as light as my R5 Mark II with any lens whatsoever.
Yeah.
The other cool things that I like is a full HDMI, solid, and again the main things that I just noticed off the rip, HDMI full blown, and then you have the fan.
Yeah.
That's a huge piece of it that allows you to obviously record for longer periods of time. But those would be the two things. I haven't used it, but those would be the two things that I think would stand out for me personally.
What do you think about the design of this, like how it feels as opposed to the R5 Mark II?
I actually like it. It's a little bit different. The R5 Mark II, which are the babies that I've had, it kind of like forms to your hand more, I guess, but this way that it's kind of rectangular, it feels more comfortable in its own way. I don't know, maybe like the height of it as well is a little bit like smaller, so you have a little bit of, I guess, support from the bottom of your hand here while shooting. I don't know, it's kind of, you have to really feel it out for you to get that. Yeah. But it's pretty dope. I love it. I love it. It's really elegant too. Yeah. And the buttons, obviously, like, I don't know if you can see them, but 1, 2, 3, 4 for different, I'm sure, functions.
Yeah, I almost dropped that. I didn't know you were gonna let it go.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
That's the last thing that this guy needed.
Last thing I need right now. But yeah, I mean, one of the things that I want to call out, in addition to the fan, is that this on-off switch right here is really amazing. It's tactile, right? So you get the clicky action of that. And on top of that, you've got a tally light here, so you can always see when you're recording. You got a record button on the front. And probably one of my favorite features about this camera, especially with this going to be, you know, my everyday driver, is that for vertical content, the UI actually changes to vertical when you're actually using it vertically as opposed to horizontally. And then the last thing that I call out is that I could actually use this right here, the mounting plate or point, the 1/4-20 thread on this without a cage. The C50 that we're shooting on right now has a cageless design, right? But I still have to put a cage on the camera because of how it's designed, where those are placed on the C50. I just can't put the plate on there and open the card door at the same time. So that was a little bit of a bummer with the C50, but I'm so glad that I can open the card door and access my cards with my Ulanzi plate on there to be able to, you know, shoot vertically, and that keeps the camera a lot lighter and easier to handle in and out of a bag. So if you're in the market for a Canon R6V, please leave me some comments down below with whatever questions you may have about the camera, because I'm about to get ready to start filming a review as well as a day in the life with this camera, and I can definitely answer some questions for you to kind of get you prepared for your purchase. But if you're new here, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, because I have a lot of amazing content that I post from behind the scenes of working with different choirs and groups and music performances, as well as behind the scenes of photo shoots and video production work as well. It's vlogs on here, it's tutorials on here, we got everything. So go ahead and subscribe, you won't be disappointed. And always keep living, because your very best days are still yet to come. Peace.